It is time for another episode of
BarTalk.
Why do we get quieter?
I don't know. A little ASMR. You know?
Welcome back, Tracy. This is my guest.
For episode 2 in 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were excited.
Yeah.
And I think we need a little redemption of our first one because it was super chaotic. But it was really good. I was actually like putting it together last night and we weren't terrible.
No.
We weren't terrible.
Well, have some faith.
But listen, I thought that our first one was just going to be like crazy. And considering we literally tried to film it like 3 separate times, I was just like, I felt like by the last time that we did it, we had already said everything multiple times.
Yeah.
So I thought we were going to forget a lot of stuff. But we kind of did it.
I had my
pretty
notes.
good.
Today we have our notes out because today is
Q&A. Well, do you want to talk about what happened this morning?
Oh, dude. We had, so yeah.
It was awesome.
Tracy. So Tracy is a coach and a hybrid OCR coach. It's her own program that her and Barry.
Shout out to Barry.
Barry like founded. And they have a lot of athletes that come in and they train OCR, but they also train for DECA events. So that's why they didn't want to call it just an OCR program.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, you all ball out like a few times a week. You guys do runs on the weekends. You guys have been training hard. And so her and Barry put on a DECA Fit.
DECA Strong. DECA Strong. DECA Strong. Get it right. I want to say, so this is the second competition that we did this year. Last year we did 4. So we're on our like 6th, maybe I'm missing one. So like 6th or 7th competition, but this was like our best one.
Really awesome. Flowed really well. This was our
best one.
Bitch.
It really was.
This
it was
bitch
fucking
made
awesome.
Me
do it. Fuck yeah, I did. How are you going to be there and not do every single time? Listen, it's kind of really funny because when we first show up to the event, you have to put in a time to make sure that it gets on the leaderboard. So all of my time is like Tracy Bianco. And it's like 30 minutes, 40, because I just like type something in. And like for like a strong, I'm trying to go to New Jersey at the end of the year, which is the championships. And I don't have a time.
I'm going to New Jersey just
to go.
For fuck's sake.
And shit, I might not even compete when I'm in New Jersey because I kind of just want to go and support my people and then fuck around.
We're going to be getting lead.
Yeah, I'm trying to go home.
You're going to need to be able to go do the competition first and then party because
like I'm trying to go home and go out and celebrate my fitness like we're supposed to do in DECA. But
I'm going to be going to all of her memorial sites. That was a very insensitive way to say all the places that Tracy gets fucked up in Jersey. Used to fucked up.
Miss it. But this morning was dope. And I didn't even look at my phone the whole time. And right before I came over here, I have so many people tagging Momentum. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's neat to see people from other places. I had somebody from LA there today. I had somebody from Panama City Beach there today. I had 2 people from Jacksonville there today that we've never seen before.
Right.
So it's like pretty neat that people are coming outside our like gym space. Even in town. I mean, shit. Yeah. Chaos shows up with like 10 people. Train Fight Win shows up with 10 people. Like, it's not all just about us. So it's pretty cool, pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty damn cool.
Pretty badass. I'm tired.
Yeah. Well, it sucks. So if anybody doesn't know what DECA is and you're in the Tallahassee area.
Probably.
Yeah.
We should probably talk about what DECA.
You need to do one eventually. So it's 10 functional training zones. DECA Fit is like the company, but DECA Fit is also an event. It's like the grand event that they do every so often and also on their like road shows that they do. So that one is a 5K by the time that you're done with the 10 zones. And then DECA Mile is the 10 zones with, why can I not remember? 200 meters in between, or no, 160. I'm sorry, I'm blacking out. 160 meters in between.
I'm blacking
out. It was a lot this morning. Yeah. It was 160 meters in between with the same 10 zones, and then strong.
All
is
you
just
guys
the 10
need
zones.
to know is that it sucks and I don't know why people do it. And
because
I
you're
was
celebrating
one of those
your
people.
Fitness, man. Like you are.
I don't want to celebrate.
Well, by the time, first of all, you didn't want to celebrate your goddamn fitness today because I asked you to do it. And that
Last
video
minute.
was so funny. That was on Instagram.
We'll post it when we release the episode, the videos of her and I, because the whole goal of me to do it was to pace with her because she's been having some like serious lung problems. I think really related to your IBS, just breathing's been hard. And so she was like, I need somebody to pace me. And so I was trying to pace with her and we
got to the farmer's carry and farmer's carry is 6? So we were at the 6th zone, 6 out of 10, and I was like just wheezing. And I remember standing there looking at Mitzi being like, this is a fucking bad idea. I cannot believe I made myself do this. I've been up since 3 o'clock. I haven't eaten a thing. It was like, what? 11:30 at that point.
It was hot as
It was hot.
There were
not
no
a cloud
clouds.
in the sky.
No clouds.
Oh my God. And so I literally looked at Mitzi when we came to turn around and Jules made that joke and she goes, you got to post this as a reel that says I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah.
And so I started laughing and I couldn't breathe because I was laughing and wheezing. So I dropped it. And you were like, you just kept fucking going. I didn't say anything.
No, because I had already turned around. I was a little bit ahead of you. So I'd already turned around. And by the time I saw in my periphery, is that a word?
I don't think so.
In my peripherals, whatever
the fuck that word means.
I see you dropping them. And so I was like, you could have told me you were going to drop them, bitch. I would have stopped.
You're like, you left me, bitch. I would have took a break.
I would have took a fucking break, bitch.
And then it was right that, and then I took that one last lap or that half lap. And that's when I looked at Mitzi and I was like, damn, this was a bad idea. I still got 4 more fucking zones to go. I was like, this sucks. That sucked. But it was great. It was a good time.
I think it was fun.
Yeah.
Today we're doing a Q&A.
Yeah, today we're going to do a Q&A.
Q&A.
Let's just start from the top. I think one of them, actually, we answered last podcast. It was about like how we met.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I guess we can shorten the version up in case people didn't watch the first one.
If you didn't listen to episode 1, you should listen to episode 1. If you didn't listen to episode 1, Tracy was in the gym, walking around, had no fucking idea who she was, selling t-shirts for no goddamn reason. And I saw her in there and she acted like she owned the damn place. And I was like, who the fuck this bitch is?
What was the reason?
What is the reason? I don't like her.
Yeah.
And Tracy didn't know I existed. And then we met at my birthday party.
Still funny, good time.
Just
made her pancakes.
You gotta go back and listen to it because the birthday party thing. Anyways.
Yeah, we had a great time. We met over some pancakes and hatred, and then it turned into love. So, congrats, we're friends now.
Congrats to us.
Yeah, congrats to us, man.
We made it.
Let's start off with number 1.
Number 1, okay, we're gonna get done with the boring questions first.
Yeah.
This is more of a question for you. Best socks and best shoes to wear. To wear. Best shoes to wear. Best socks and shoes to wear for trail running.
Well, it says best shoes. That mean like all around. I don't really.
Best shoes all around, man. No shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
Just kidding. These feet ain't free.
Selling feet pics, by the way. We're gonna make another account.
Until our podcast becomes successful.
Yeah, until we become successful, donate to the cause. We're going to be selling single toes at a time.
Yo, don't purchase my pinky.
Yeah. we have no nails on our pinky toes. Okay. How about we do this? That way you can be involved. I'll do best socks. You do best shoes. And you tell me your best shoes for like even lifting shoes.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That way you can be involved.
Yeah, that way you can be involved.
Best socks for trail running is nothing. Let it stink. Let it ruin. Dude, people who don't wear socks with shoes, fucking don't trust them. Freak me out. Make me uncomfortable.
I see a dude at every single Spartan race that runs barefoot. No, like
that's
barefoot.
Different. That's different.
No, it ain't. You don't know what you're running in.
But
during
that's
Spartan
different
races.
than shoes, no socks.
Yeah, that's kind of
that
makes
like no goddamn sense.
You're a serial killer. You do that. You have to be. There's no way. No shot. You're anything else.
I saw a guy wearing Vivo barefoots, which I don't even think you're supposed to wear socks with. And he was wearing socks.
I love those shoes. I actually want a pair of those shoes.
Oh, really?
But they're a little psychopathic too. I love them. They're great.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
They're
nothing. It's like you're wearing socks with little grippies on the bottom.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
All right. So socks. I am in I am a feature and an NG sock person, which shout out to Anthony who got me into those. Those are the toe socks, the little freaky toe socks.
Yeah, if you're in Tallahassee, Cadence Running, Trail and Ski.
Yeah, that place is the jam. But those socks are awesome, especially for longer runs. Like I'm a features person for like shorter runs. I sweat really, really bad. And so it doesn't make my feet feel like they are puddles when I have them on, So I use them for shorter runs or lifting, stuff like that. And then I use the toe socks NGs for longer runs. And they come in all different types of weights, like thick. Even the thick ones that I wore in Montana.
The thick ones.
You think that you'd be sweating your ass off. Well, let me tell you something. They were good. I went right through that water in Montana after that race, came out, feet were dry. Like they were freaking awesome. Damn. Yeah. So those are my two, features and NG socks.
My favorite socks to wear are the ones that I can find the fastest in my drawer.
Yeah, well, because you don't do any of that stuff.
Well, and then jujitsu. You're wearing socks. People, there are
you wear
a couple
nothing,
people,
don't you?
Yeah, you're barefoot, but there are a couple people that have gone into jiu-jitsu and they want to keep their socks on for some reason. And I'm like, are you a socks on guy in the bedroom too?
Or people that sleep with their socks on.
Ew, there's like socks on people. I don't trust those people either.
Yeah, I don't trust those people either. I don't trust those people either.
It's the people who wear socks on their feet at all times are the people that don't fucking clean their floors.
Yo, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your floor is dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your floor
can be.
Your floor is dirty. Okay. Best shoes. So I lift in Noble trainers, not lifters. I do like
the regular trainers and the new high top trainers.
Regular trainers. I like them. They're very flat, pretty firm. I mean, I enjoy them also because if I don't have a lot of time to move from training to training clients. Mm-hmm. And I have so much shit packed in my bag from jiu-jitsu and all my training clothes and et cetera, my cleaning stuff so that I can like not smell with my clients. So I don't have another pair of shoes. So I like,
they're Noble. Good everyday shoes.
Right. Cause they're great for training clients. And then they're also great for lifting in.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a pair of lifters, like Reebok is pretty popular, Noble lifters, my client has them. She loves them. So fucking barefoot if you want to lift.
Nobles are good all around because
your gym lets you.
Our gym doesn't. It's true. Yeah. Whatever. We'll talk about that another day. No,
it's not in our insurance policy.
Whatever. Guess we have to be professional. No shoes all the way. But the Nobles are good. They're better than like when people wear fucking Converse. I mean, I love me a good Converse stay, but they're too narrow. They're not good for your feet.
Squish my toes.
Yeah, they're narrow as hell. They're terrible.
They squish my toes.
Yeah. So that's that. Okay, number 3. Go to number 3.
Number three. How did we get into personal training?
I think we kind of
discussed this. I also want to. Y'all gotta go listen to that shit.
No, not really, because you know what you didn't talk about is you didn't talk about how you went to school with the intentions of getting your master's, essentially, and then you switched, and now you're a full-time personal trainer.
Okay.
Where that wasn't your goal to begin with. So how about you talk about that?
So it all started with body dysmorphia.
Oh, we got real dark real fast.
No. Yes, but we'll skip past some things. So after, just listen to episode 1 because it talks about really kind of where we all started this shit. But I get into lifting. I'm lifting at the gym. I think I want to be a trainer, but I'm going to school. I'm going to school for physical therapy or pre-med. I didn't know yet, but ex-phys, you can go both ways. Mm-hmm. And so I was in school and I was like, I'm going to become a physical therapist. I went and got physical therapy hours. Like I was really looking into it. And then I realized I really just wanted to coach in some facet the rest of my life. And the only reason I'd be going to PT school is to have more knowledge, to be a coach. And I was like, PT school is full-time school. Like I wouldn't really be able to train for a 3-year stint. It's like,
and you would have left me, and I would have been really pissed. So.
I would have been in debt,
yeah,
and I would have been smarter. But I mean, 3 years out of work and in debt, and it's like, geez, that's a rough place to start, especially after training during school. Like to just stop it and then go back. And so I realized I was like, I'm just going to continue to learn as much as I can post bachelor's degree.
Yep.
And I'm going to do this shit full time and we'll see what happens. And so I got into it because I love to train. I love to train people, you know, in some way, shape or form. I don't exactly know where I'll be in the next, few years, but I know that I want to train, coach, you know, coach other coaches. It's for the next foreseeable future.
Yeah.
I can't talk tonight.
Yeah, I know. You're a little... It's just the weed pot. It's the weed pot. That's what that is.
It's the weed pot.
It's the weed pot. Little PG.
Is it 420 yet? Oh, we passed 420.
No, but I feel like if you would have went to school, it wouldn't have done you justice anyway. Just because you didn't have a clear...
You're fucking retarded no matter what you do.
Basically, I mean, bro, what the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know. Oh my God.
But you didn't really know exactly what you wanted to do. So you're kind of right. It's why would you would have left me. First of all, I've been really pissed. Okay. You were like, I'm going to go to Orlando. I was like, well, I'm moving too. And I just got here.
You're like, I love Tallahassee. I want to stay here for forever. Abigail, you're moving?
Oh, guess what? So am I. Just bought a house, but so am I. Sorry. Gotta leave.
I just have dogs and a husband here and my brother. It's
don't worry. I moved in your apartment down south or something like that. Yeah.
How did you get into personal training, Tracy? Well, we also kind of talked about that episode 1. You got
blah blah blah.
Persuaded into it.
I did. I'll say that part again. Because I think it's kind of funny. A lot of people, I think they ask me you love what you do, and I'm like, yeah, I fucking love what I do. I definitely love what I do. But it definitely wasn't what I expected to do, which is kind of cool, in a way. Obviously, I've always loved fitness, but I didn't really expect myself to love training or being a coach as much as I do now, which is why I kind of denied it. But at one point in time, I thought I was going to have this really cool situation where I was selling t-shirts and I was making the graphics for them. And it was a really sweet company. It was me and my best friend and my brother that started it. And we all just genuinely didn't have time for it. And it just became one of those things that it was a lot of pressure and a lot of money that we didn't have. And I was working at Starbucks, so it's not like I could make any startup money anytime quick. I was literally making jack shit per week. And then Drew had to ask me pretty much 3 times. So shout out to him, because if he never asked me, I literally never would have been a trainer. Probably.
Drew's pretty persuasive.
Man. Damn. Abigail, 3 times already. Damn. You're 10 minutes in, dude. What the fuck? Normally it's me.
Let me have my moments to slip up, Tracy.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
It's fine, guys. I smoked a little weed.
Took a shot of tequila and now we're here.
I took a shot of tequila and I'm feeling great. I just can't speak. Okay.
So no 5.
Well, then we're done with that. What's the best part about training somebody? Ooh, what's the best part about training people?
You want to go with that? In what sense? There's so many different things.
I think the best part about training people is seeing them do shit that they didn't think that they could do, that you knew they could do the whole time. When it starts connecting with them and they're like, oh.
Remember when I couldn't do this a couple months ago and you were like, I knew you could have?
Right. Or just I could have, I can do this. I actually can lose this weight. I actually can lift this weight. I actually can wake up in the morning and not feel like shit. And I think that's some of the coolest. I think that's some of the coolest parts about training. I also really like seeing them become independent. As much as I love having my clients, I really...
Well, because you did your job.
Right. But yeah, right. When they start being able to become autonomous.
Or they will talk to you in conversation and they're telling you something that they're doing that they thought they came up with themselves. And you're like...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now they get it and they start to pick it up,
well, it just starts to become unconscious application.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's exactly what you want
with
the client.
Right.
Is for them to just know what they're doing and have an almost rooted understanding of why they're doing what they're doing. And I think that's probably some of the best parts about training. Yeah. And it's also just fun connecting with people. I mean...
Yeah, well, I was going to say
you get to literally talk to people that are, honestly, I'd consider friends all day long.
All day. That's what I was going to say.
It's also fucking exhausting.
Whoa.
It's also one of the worst things about being a trainer.
Yeah, you're basically people's therapists. But, I was going to say that it's more or less even today after the DECA, people that supported me or give me support for putting on the event, it's the support goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's because I also compete with my people and I'm different in that way, but so do you. You have your own strand of commitment whereas your clients have different commitments, but you train simultaneously. Like you're both doing the same type of adventure. You know what I'm saying? So like the support that your clients give you is just as important as the support that you give your clients. And I think that's really cool because they teach me more than I think I teach them sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Most of the time.
My clients, if I didn't have my clients, I'd probably be dead. Like, I'm not kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I would probably be dead.
Yeah.
Like, so not only have they improved my emotional well-being, but man, the things that I learned from them, because 90% of my clients, about life, 90% of my clients are older than me, you know? And so, and even if they're not, 100% of them know something I don't, and probably know more than I do just in general. And so I learn so much from them. Like, I've gotten such good advice from my clients. I get so much support, both with my training and outside of training. Business, you know, with this podcast. Like, there are so many people, there's so many of my clients that if I had not met them, I would be nowhere near the person. No,
me either. I mean, like, that's the training crew that I have right now. Like, I mean, you know, obviously my clients as well. But the hybrid training crew that I have right now is literally like family. And I don't know what I would do without them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it is the same thing. Like, I wouldn't be the person that I am. It makes me a better coach when you have people like that are able to support you just as much because they see you putting in the grind and like you're, you know, walking the walk just as much as you try to
They work
talk
hard.
to them
You want to work hard.
Yeah.
You know, and not just physically. Like, they make me want to learn more. They make me want to work harder as a trainer so that I can give them the service that they deserve.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's 100%. What our job is. Our job is service.
We love you.
We love you. Well, also, fuck you guys. You guys annoy the shit out of me.
But also, no, I'm just kidding. We love you all.
Oh, I think this is my favorite question that we got. This next one is comparisons and differences of millennial versus Gen Z competitive athletes.
Well, first of all, are you Gen Z? Are you technically Gen Z?
I don't know. I think.
I think you are.
I think I am. I'm a 2000 baby.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay.
You were 7. Get over yourself.
That's a long time. I'm sorry. That's a long time. I remember many things.
The other age gaps I've experienced in my life.
Oh, true. But 7 is definitely a long time. Yeah, but I also feel like I don't consider myself a millennial either. But you know,
I'm gonna look up the Gen Z age. What is millennial versus Gen Z age? Because I
want to say the 90s ended the millennials. I really do. I think it's the 90s.
Well, then I'm Gen Z and you're millennial. Yeah, so Gen Z was
what?
You're Gen Z.
No, I'm not.
Dude, Generation Z was born in 1995 and 2012. Between
Bitch,
1995
I'm a 94
and
baby. I made that cusp. I would have jumped off a bridge. I would have left it. I would have walked out. I would like goodbye.
Your best friend is a Gen Z.
Yeah, but you know what? You're a different type of Gen Z. First of all, you don't even act like a Gen Z.
I'm built different.
You're built different, bitch.
I'm built different.
I
do feel that just Gen Z pressure though, man. I be feeling lazy as fuck sometimes.
Yeah, you guys got it bad. You guys got it real bad. Let me tell you something. That's literally my answer.
I want a trophy for waking up.
That is my answer.
Alarm.
Yep. So we might be the same. You thought we were going to be different. You haven't even really answered yet.
No, I haven't.
Okay, comparisons and differences of millennial versus Gen Z competitive
athletes.
That's what I meant. Competitive natural in the notes. You're like fucking me here.
Well, it just auto-corrected. Okay, so comparison. Why did you correct it in the question?
Because I can't read.
If you can't see the video, we have our notes out, and she's like re-correcting the typo.
Yes.
Right now is the question's been asked.
Because I am squirrel for brains, and if it says competitive natural, I'm going to say competitive natural more than once now. Don't you?
Go!
All right.
What are the differences, Tracy?
I think
she's about to shit so hard on Jen.
Oh, I'm so heated about this question. And I'm almost positive. Joey asked this question. I'll call him out. Joey asked this question. Joey's going to watch this podcast just for this question. And I swear to God, we had a conversation about it, I feel like. People don't want to do shit. And it's annoying. I'm sorry, but it's so annoying. I'm just going to say it. Like, I feel like the mental toughness of people in, you're built different, in the Gen Z category is so much different than the people that are millennials and above.
Mm-hmm.
It's so different. And not only because of, like, I feel like everybody blames the older generation saying like that they're being too soft and they have to give all their kids like these cookies and the medals of awards of being in 17th place out of 15 people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I think that so much is available to people these days that they feel like they deserve it before it even happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you could just look on your phone for anything that you want, and you can like research how to cheat, and you can, you know, do whatever you have to do. But at the end of the day, I just generally feel like people are not as mentally strong as older people are. So when you get yourself in a situation where you're doing like a deca, right? Halfway through, I feel like a lot of people will quit. They'd be like, fuck this. This is too hard. I didn't want to put myself through this. And they would quit before they actually realized that their threshold was already met and they only have a couple minutes left and they could have fucking finished.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's, I don't know.
So I have a different opinion, but I agree with you at the same time. So I think that Gen Z, for sure, I would say the overall Gen Z population is fucking just kind of lazy. Like they just expect things. They're like this is the generation where I think the kids grew up being like, you can get whatever you want in life. And it was like our generation misinterpreted that as we deserve whatever we want in life without having to do anything, just by existing. Like we just deserve. And that's kind of what I grew up with, is people like that. And so I feel those temptations all the time where you're kind of just like, oh, I'm not rich already?
Right.
Wow. You know, like, what the fuck? I got out of school. I should be, I mean,
well, like, you
for
ever
me,
see-
I understand it because I've been working all the time during school, but like, those are the people I grew up around. Like, where they leave school and they're like, oh my God, these starting jobs are only $50K. It's like, you're lucky the starting job is $50K. You have no experience. You have 4 years of college where you fucking partied every weekend.
Hence why you're not a Gen Z.
Right. Well,
That's what, like,
I am.
hello.
But
hello.
But I think that when it comes to athletes, when it comes to real athletes, I think that there is actually no difference. I think that if anything, right, like records are only getting broken. Records, new thing, like every day, people are getting stronger, people are getting faster, people are getting, you know, people more explosive, people are fucking evolving. And that's partially just, you know, good genes. But I think also that mental tenacity still exists in those people. You know, those are the people that I guess you could say are built different. Like these are the people that, whether it's millennial, whether it's Gen Z, whether it's whatever the fucking shit is before boomers, like athletes are athletes. Athletes have a different brain. Yeah. Like athletes have a different mindset. They are different. They're different than they are not just generational. They are beyond generational. They have something that they want to accomplish and they will fucking do what it takes to get it. And so when you look at the best athletes, man, like you see, even now, you're seeing kids just like with this, like with some fucking strength. Like they have it. And so I think when it comes to athletes, I would say no. I'd say there's a mindset there. There's something there that's in them that's just beyond generation. I think that overall, yeah, Gen Z is like,
well, no, but not even like I definitely agree with you, because that's literally what I did. Like if I wanted to be a good athlete, so I put myself in the position to be very uncomfortable at a young age. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I see less and less people doing that. And I see more people being almost evolved in the sense of being, I've seen people excel with the shittiest form possible. And then they go and they have to learn how to do it correctly. And they don't want to do it because they're already good. And it's like, yes, you're good, you're great, but you could be better and you can excel better, but people don't want to put in the work. And that's why I kind of think it's like,
I don't think that's Gen Z though. I think that because I see fucking MMA fighters like that, cocky as shit. Dude, Conor McGregor, he ain't Gen Z. Conor McGregor is fucking, his last fight with Poirier, dude. Like,
I didn't watch it.
Talked a bunch of shit. Like,
oh wait a second, yes I did.
Crossed lines, talked shit.
Yes, I did.
And he lost. And like, and he hasn't been doing good. Like his past fights have not been good. And he was the guy that was like, I'm the fucking best. Like I don't have to. It was almost like I don't have to work hard anymore. I've done it. I'm the best. And people were noticing like, his training camps are weird. Like, they don't seem to be that long. He's doing weird shit. He's not practicing certain things that he should still be working on.
Right,
like,
it's not traditional at all.
So that's just, I mean, real athletes, man. Like,
real athletes are very hard to come by.
Well,
that's what separates you among the rest of the people that just generally train.
Right.
Like, is that type of
why athletes
mental
are so
toughness that you have.
That's why they're so inspirational.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. But I still think, I don't know. I think they're definitely different. Agree to disagree, Abigail. Agree to disagree.
Next question.
Just saying, if I ever put my kid in a training camp because I want him to be better and he told me no, I'd lose my shit. Because I'd be like, why? Do you want to be an athlete or not?
Well, that's...
Don't call yourself an athlete if you don't want to be an
athlete. Maybe your kid
then he shouldn't call himself a damn athlete then.
Your kid doesn't exist.
In the future, I'm just saying. Future kiddo, listen. If you want to be good, you gotta fucking put in the work.
Poor future child, bro.
I'll probably be a hard mom.
You are. And Stephanie's gonna be
I'm hard on dad. I think I'm hard on like my friends enough as it is. So
I know. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going to the next question. Toughest moments as trainers, how you handled it.
Ooh. I have mine.
I have mine. I can't even fucking say it on this podcast.
Why? You don't have the name drop?
No, it's like the situation that happened to me.
Oh. Do I know?
Yeah, you know.
As a trainer.
Dude,
being a trainer.
It wasn't like me as a trainer. It was like impacted my life and fucking made it tough.
Wait, no, pause. That is not you being a trainer.
So do I have to talk about just toughest moments in the training room?
No. It says... Wait.
Toughest moments as trainers. Toughest moments
okay.
So in the training room.
So you
as
being
a trainer. Not a life scenario.
Wow, you're about to get so off topic. That would have not went well.
That's why I told you. I was like, I can't talk about this on the podcast.
You were about to spill the whole pot of tea.
There was no, I was not going to spill the whole pot of tea. I was going to say next question.
That's what we were moving on. No, you as a trainer. Let's do that.
Toughest moment is when I first started. I think when I first started, and then actually right now. So when I first started, it was really tough for me because I was just this egotistical bitch that thought I fucking knew everything, and it's the curve. It's like, think I know everything, don't know shit. Like, start learning something, realize I know nothing.
Yep.
And it hits hard. It hits you hard. And so, yeah, when I first started training, it was very discouraging, and I was not confident. And man, bless those people that gave me a chance when I first started, because shout out to those clients.
I mean, I feel like you got over that pretty quick.
Yeah, that was a tough moment. And then now, probably now is the toughest moment, just because now it's my full-time job. So there's a different level of pressure. And
you have a lot of clients under your belt now.
A lot of clients, but it's always been. It's just, it gets to a point though too where you're like, okay, well, how can I make more with less so that I don't get burnt out, so I can still be a good coach and also live and eat. And then also, I'm thinking about the future and what am I going to do? And do I want to do stuff online? And do I want to do stuff? Do I want to travel and do stuff? Do I want to write seminars? And like, these are things that you have to think about and really ask yourself if you want to do them. It's a time commitment. And so it's just a lot of unknown, which is exciting, but also it's tough because all the highs are high and the lows are kind of low. And
those are really low.
Right. When you come off oh, wow, I got a full schedule. It's like, oh, wow, now I have to keep a full schedule. And it's like, oh,
now
wow,
you got to take care of 40 different people.
I got my highest paycheck yet. It's like, oh, shit, I got my highest paycheck yet. And it's like, I mean, it's with life too. Like, it was like, oh, like, great, I got my blue belts. Oh, fuck.
It's pressure.
I got my blue belt.
Because you're in charge of, maybe actually I would say that. You are almost in charge of people's lives. People take like a personal trainer as being somebody that they feel like they could just text whenever they want, unless you set those boundaries. And so they rely on you. And like, for you to have that many clients relying on you, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But you're doing it well. You're kicking ass.
Thank you.
Kicking ass, taking names. Yeah.
Thank you.
I would say, I have two. I'll say this one because this one I feel like is something that people don't really realize. And we kind of just said that a couple seconds ago. Like, when you're a personal trainer, you're also people's therapist.
Yeah.
And I almost had to Baker Act somebody one time. I actually did Baker Act somebody one time, but they didn't technically let me because the verbiage was, I want to kill myself instead of I will. And I didn't really realize how serious that was of a change. Like to me, if somebody did say that to me, and it was multiple times that I ended up trying to Baker actor, and it didn't work because they told me I couldn't.
Tracy also gets like the clients that genuinely use their trainer as therapy, and
I really don't think I'm that approachable.
I don't.
So God bless these people that really put their hands or really put their heart in my hands, because I love helping people. Don't get me wrong. Like I absolutely love helping people. That's one of the reasons why I love being a coach. However, I feel like there's certain things that you don't necessarily share with your trainer if you genuinely need help.
There's a boundary you have to establish, and maybe after that you learn to establish them. But there are boundaries where you spend a certain amount of time of your day with somebody. You spend let's say a half hour,
5 times a week,
right? 5 times a week,
every day.
You guys talk about things. It's just natural. Like people talk about stuff. People talk about their lives. Oh shit, my fucking husband's pissing me off today. Oh, I got work was shit, and whatever, and blah blah. I got a new boyfriend. It's exciting, and you gotta talk about stuff, whatever. But but then there gets to a point where there's always that moment where like something really personal comes up, and it's like you have to decide as a trainer whether it's like, do I allow this to continue, or do I kind of like redirect? And I'm like, 5 more reps, bitch. It's like my dad died. 5 more reps.
Just give it more weight and be like, we're gonna rep this shit out of your brain. Like, put more weight on that bar.
She throws the dumbbell at you.
Well, there's a certain point where it's like everybody has their why of it, why they're in the gym in the first place. However, that why always tends to change, like maybe people want to play soccer with their kids and they realize that they can't. So they want to come in and get better in themselves. That way they can play with their kids. You know what I'm saying?
People also lie about their why. People also lie about it. You figure it out later.
All the time.
But
those whys change. And that's what gets people in trouble.
Yeah.
That's what gets people in trouble is the whys change. And there's that fine line of like, this is what's keeping this person in the gym. This is what turns them on to fitness. And you have to toy with that because you want to say like, hey, you're doing this for so-and-so, or you're encouraging them to do this to beat their goals and da-da. But at a certain point in time, there's just some things where that why is not necessarily why you're into fitness. It's like why you need to help yourself. And genuinely help yourself. And so, that was pretty tough. I actually don't have that client anymore. Not my fault. I actually don't have that client anymore specifically because she needed to go.
That's really fucked up. I don't have that client
X-rated podcast. No. She needed to go help herself.
X-rated? Were we fucking?
No. Yeah. Well, no. Isn't X-rated like all fuck?
Well,
if
you show somebody dying, it's X-rated.
You just said that somebody killed themselves. I'm pretty sure that's just as bad. I'm pretty sure it's just as bad.
I don't know. Okay.
But that was pretty tough. That was pretty tough. Well, back on subject. That was pretty tough. Yeah.
Okay.
Bless that client though.
We need.
Bless this mess.
We need to go to a happier question.
Okay. What's the next one?
Would you rather never be able to work out again or only be able to work out using the exercise you hate the most? Well, what exercise you hate the most? I guess that's the first one.
Wait a second. Are you deleting these questions as we're reading them?
Yes.
Why? What if we have another question come up?
So that I can...
In the future. And it's the same.
So that I can...
You think I'm going to remember these questions?
They'll listen to the same fucking... They'll listen to the same explanation then.
Oh, God.
I have
It's fucking me up now, Abigail.
Dude.
And it's not even in order. It says one... Oh, okay. Now it's in order.
What exercise you hate the most? Tracy!
Oh, you know what I hate? I don't even know what it's called. We have a true full body press machine in the gym. That is the most insane piece of equipment I've ever seen in my whole life.
We're getting rid of it.
No one uses it correctly. And it's just fucking nuts. It's nuts.
So that's the exercise you hate the most?
I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even know how. It's
here. Insane. I'm going to show you on camera. Well, it's like this.
If you're listening to the audio file, I'll explain what she's doing. She's putting her hands in front of her.
My feet are on a platform.
Yeah, feet on a platform, and she's pressing out with her hands and her feet at the same time, which just do a bird dog or something. Do something else that mimics that motion.
Spend $5,000 on a machine to do a fucking bird dog.
Like, damn, I love our gym, but what a waste of cash. I'm so sorry to everybody that was involved with that purchase.
I'm now the one in charge.
Oh.
No. Our camera died.
All right, wait, pause. Don't move a muscle.
Pause. Don't move. We will be back.
Pausing.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're back.
All right.
And we're back.
The question is...
it's, would you rather never be able to work out again or only be able to work out using the exercise you hate the most? I would still have to do the exercise I hate the most. But yeah, it'd be like burpees or fucking...
I could never not work out.
Adductor machine, that good girl, bad girl shit. Probably burpees though. I just do burpees forever because then at least I have something keeping my heart rate up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to be 85 years old trying to burpee.
All right,
so, next question.
Yep.
Favorite protein source other than protein powder? Oh, I can tell you my favorite protein.
Steak. Let me guess.
No, I was going to say something inappropriate.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I looked it up. No protein in there. But, yeah, probably... Ooh, y'all fuck with the rotisserie chicken.
Oh yeah, damn.
Rotisserie
Rotisserie fucking chicken.
No, it stopped filming again.
Oh my god, so lame. What's going on?
Should we just keep going?
Should we just make this an audio? And I'll just use the clips for reels?
No, because we have some good video shit in there.
I'll use it for reels.
But I feel like some of the stuff we talked about implies them being able to see us.
Well, they'll see us on our Instagram. Why don't we just do that and then we'll figure it out? And we're going to buy another camera. So side note, if you did watch this, I'm going to cut it halfway and then I'm going to figure it out because that's what I do is figure shit out. I'm like a fucking wizard.
We're trying to keep this as uncut as possible. So yeah,
we're just
these are live technical difficulties that you all are witnessing. Don't ever start a podcast.
Yeah, side note, don't ever start a podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
There are 4 million and we're the 4 million and first. We're struggling.
All right. So
next question.
Wait, rotisserie chicken though.
Yeah, you have to say your favorite protein source. You don't fucking. She used to eat like a bird.
I'm just a chicken.
She's.
I'm just. Did I just say I'm just a chicken? Is that what I said? I am just a chicken. No, I like chicken. I like chicken. That's it.
Not like fish. No.
No, I'm a salmon
chicken
girl.
Sausage.
Yeah, but I like chicken more because you can do whatever the fuck you want with chicken sausage. I mean, chicken. Wow. Hello. Goodbye. You can do whatever you want with chicken. Period.
The Dell Windows, the startup shutdown. Because that was you. You just...
And turn off.
Dell Windows.
And turn back on. The chicken. I love the chicken.
Dude,
all right.
We are such chicken and rice bitches.
Yeah, fuck it.
So lame.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, favorite protein, probably chicken of some facet. I do fucking love steak.
Yeah, I don't. I hate steak.
Weirdo. Oh, next question. This is a good one. If you didn't live in Florida, where would you live? Literally, nowhere. I love Florida.
Yeah, I love Florida too, actually.
Probably either out of the country or Texas.
Yeah. Texas, really?
Yeah. Because Austin, dude, Texas, you got so much jiu-jitsu there. Like, I would be the person that would live in Austin or right outside of, like, as close outside of Austin as possible. And all the time be training there on the weekends.
That's a good answer.
So.
Yeah, I would never go home. I wouldn't. I had to double think about that real quick.
Would I?
Yeah, no, I'd never go home. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would go to visit for sure.
Would you go to North Carolina again?
No, I hated it.
You stayed in butt nowhere, though.
Okay, I was in Hubert, North Carolina on Camp Lejeune. I don't even know what
Hubert, North Carolina is.
Negative 2,000 out of 4 experience.
Why out of 4?
I don't know. It's just because it was ridiculous. But I mean, it wasn't terrible.
It doesn't even deserve a 10 capacity.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. I did not like it at all. Yeah, I would never go back. But I love Florida. Yeah, I'm definitely a Florida person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida
Florida
sucks. Nobody come here.
Yeah, just kidding.
Florida's the worst.
Yeah.
The market's bad. That's true. Everyone's fucking moving here now.
Yeah, because we're too cool. That's why. They just want to come and fucking train with us. I'm kidding.
Move with us. We're men of Venice.
Move with us. Imagine if I was we did that radio gig one time and I don't even know who it was. I think it might have been Krista. And it was like super professional. I'd be like, move with us. Move with us.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You did a radio gig?
Yeah, we did a radio gig for Momentum, and it was like Elevate with us and O2 and blah, 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 blah. And it was super professional. Okay. And all I can think about is like, if they ever asked me to do that, I would ruin it.
Yeah, you would.
I would ruin it so hard. Yeah.
You would. That's why we're doing a podcast and we're ruining it ourselves. Mm-hmm. Oh, next question. Do you have a coach or do you coach yourself?
Don't turn back on. No, both.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Definitely both.
Both.
I have you.
Yeah.
Drew helped me out for a long time. Drew kind of likes, okay. Yeah, not always. Ever since I started endurance training.
Drew was like,
back up.
I've given you the powers.
Yeah. He's like, I taught you the fundamentals. Now do it yourself, ho. And I said, okay. And so I tried. And I feel like, here's my thing. Even as an athlete and being coached themselves, I get more out of my workouts if I feel like I'm not doing it for myself.
Yeah.
If I'm doing it for someone else to make them proud, I feel like I work harder.
Yeah.
So like right now, my motivation is kind of like, I want to motivate my clients to do better because I'm in a weird spot right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I want to show them that like I can get through to just as much as they can get through shitty situations, you know? Mm-hmm. It's been like that for like the last month, but there's always something or someone that I have to train for. Because when you just train for yourself personally, it doesn't light me up. I'm kind of like, why am I doing this? I just feel like I'm going through the motions in my workouts and I'm a psychopath and I don't like that.
That you're a psychopath or you don't like?
I don't like just going through the motions. Things, yeah. I just don't like being like, doo-doo.
Well, right. Right. That makes life pretty fucking boring. So
some people are like that, dog. They just go into the gym and they just like to move.
They're boring.
They are.
So I don't have a coach. Well, yes, I do. Because jiu-jitsu, I have a coach.
Yep.
But when it comes to lifting and stuff, I'm kind of my own test dummy, honestly, with lifting.
Yeah, you do all sorts of stuff.
Because I train kind of how my clients are training so that I can be a better coach for my clients. I would say I definitely still train for myself. Like my programming is for me, but there are days when I bring it in, I change it up to where I can kind of study for my clients.
Yeah, I think it's pretty neat. Pretty cool.
Yeah. So we kind of have coaches. We kind of don't have coaches.
Yeah.
I kind of would like to have a lifting coach. But
yeah,
I'm poor right now.
Facts.
I'm poor right now. So we're trainers. So
we just spend a bunch of money on this podcast equipment. So we are now broke.
Now we need a new fucking camera.
I know. Thanks, Cornelius. Anyways. All right,
how to control being an athlete while living a regular life? I feel like this question makes us sound like fucking way cooler than we are. Like we're not. When I think of athlete, I think of like getting paid in a way that they can live very well based off of their job as an athlete.
But that's like the 1% of people that go to that like, elite standard.
Those are athletes.
You're gonna sit there and lie to my face right now and tell me that you're not an athlete.
There's a difference between being an athlete and being athletic.
No.
Yes.
No fucking shot. If I was to ask any person in the gym if we were athletes, you think they would say no?
They would say yes because they work for the state.
What?
Because they are negative athletes.
No.
Yes.
No.
We're somewhere in between. We are somewhere.
Excuse me, I'm having a heart attack here.
We are somewhere in between Fatty Tessie and athlete.
I'm a big booty Judy ho. All right, listen. Here's my thing.
And we do it. You know how we're athletes and we live a regular life? Is we 90% of the time live a regular life and then 10% of the time athlete shit.
Okay, listen. Do you compete or not?
I have competed one time.
Okay. Are you going to compete again,
yes.
Abigail?
Don't.
So what the fuck? I'm not an athlete, but I still compete.
I'm a competitor.
And I just got my blue belt.
I'm a competitor
athlete.
Who's athletic.
Athlete. You're an athlete, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Would you consider me an athlete?
You want me to be honest?
I mean, yeah. Oh, well, no, I guess not because I don't get paid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I compete.
I think you're fucking athletic as shit, and I think you're a competitor.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're athletes.
Dude, that's so nutty.
Tracy's like,
I'm so against this right now. You're done. You're off this island. No way. No fucking shot.
Whatever.
No way. I'm every person.
I
can't
think
believe
you're
this
more
is
of an athlete than me. I'll say that.
Why?
Because you did D1 sports. You are doing Spartans regularly. You're doing Decas regularly.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm out here fucking I got my degree. Was working out a fuck ton.
Yeah.
Getting jacked and learning jujitsu.
But you're starting to compete again. Whatever. So you're getting into that competitive headspace.
Whatever.
That's what makes people athletes is being, well, actually, okay, I'll take that back a little bit and kind of be on your side. I feel like everybody should experience a start line at least once in their life because it gives you that different type of like, what is an athlete headspace and to kind of push themselves and get out of the box. And most people don't stick with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of those people I also wouldn't necessarily call athletic. However, I train a shit ton of athletic people and a lot of them don't necessarily compete and they run races. So maybe they are athletic people, but like we literally compete in categories. How does that not make you an athlete? Wait, okay.
I feel like that we're those people, those like fitness models that put athlete as their job title in their Instagram bio?
Yo, that is so different. Because the question is, how are you an athlete and run a regular life? We ain't fitness models, ho. We are good looking human beings.
That's what I'm saying. We're not.
We don't
because
do that.
Athletes, right? How are you an athlete and live a regular life? You don't. You're a fucking athlete. You literally eat, sleep, and breathe fit training. Like that's all you do all day. That's literally all you do all day. And we work and then we work out when we fucking can and we eat when we fucking can and we sleep when we fucking can.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. She's starting to agree with me.
No, not really though.
Okay.
Because that's like saying that, okay, here's my comparison to that. Maybe this won't even make sense. That's like saying, like, are you rich? And you're saying that you have $1 million in the bank, but you're not rich because you're not a billionaire that doesn't own a stock in some major share company. You're not a part of the 1%. Lies. Are you rich?
I wouldn't consider a millionaire rich.
All right. 4 million. Fucking humor me. You have a shit ton of money. You have more money than I do in the bank. Are you rich? Yes.
Okay.
Are you thriving 1%er? No.
I didn't get recruited anywhere. Like I didn't get scholarships to go anywhere. I didn't get paid to do anything. I'm not an athlete.
But you're working to be one and you've competed already.
Okay.
I'm voting you off this island. You're out.
Okay, whatever. Next question. We'll finish it off with a futuristic to look forward to question. Bucket list races and competitions coming up.
Oh, competitions coming up or like bucket list competitions to do?
That could be coming up. Or ones that are coming up that were on your bucket list.
Well, one of my bucket list competitions was Montana and I already did it.
Boom. That's
done. Oh man, that was fucking brutal. Let's see. I really would like to do, I guess it's not like a huge bucket list though, but I want to travel across country and do the races in California because I haven't done them yet. I want to do Big Bear.
Okay.
I'm going to throw up though. I mean, I threw up in Montana and that was 2,000 feet less than Big Bear. And I vomited 4 times on course. So good luck to my ass, but I'm definitely doing it next year.
Bucket list.
And my bucket list for next year is a 50K and I'm going to do it. I'm doing Dallas in October.
Blah.
Yep, I'm doing the 50K Spartan.
Blah.
Well,
my bucket list competitions would be just like a world championship tournament. Any like IBJJF Worlds.
Ooh.
Damn. That's bucket list.
Ooh.
Yeah, if I could just even
Where's that?
If I could be good enough to even go to Worlds and
it'd be really
win
cool.
Worlds, damn.
It'd be really cool is if you consider yourself an athlete and then you went.
Until I get a damn sponsorship. Somebody Clean Freaks.
Yeah,
sponsor me.
This podcast.
This podcast is sponsored by Clean Freaks. Well, no, Tracy's sponsored by Clean Freaks. Trash 20.
Trust 20 for 20% off.
Boom.
Love
And
them.
I actually know we do really fuck with those. Like I use them every day.
All the time.
I use them literally every day after jujitsu.
Dude,
every
they're the
single day.
best. I've never, like, this company took the most simple thing
Yeah.
and made it into the most amazing thing ever because it's an individually wrapped wipe that, like, is literally a foot by foot. It's a square foot, whatever the fuck you call that situation.
Yeah.
It's large
Yeah.
and in charge. And it is awesome because all the time you open up one of those stupid ass packages of clean wipes and then the top gets all, I don't know who came up with the cleaning situation where it's just like a piece of sticker that comes off
Yeah.
and then you really expect us to fucking put that shit back in the right place. No, they're dry. Give it a day. They're done. Like you just wasted $10. Thanks.
Basically just their packaging's good. The product's good. The people
Great.
are nice. I'm not fucking sponsored by them and I'm still
One
shouting
day.
them out. So one
Clean
day.
Freaks with a K.
Yes.
KLEAN freaks.com. Trust 20% off. Give us some more questions so we can answer another Q&A.
When we post the questions, you give us another one. That's what happens. We give you, you give us. Okay. That was aggressive.
We give you, you give us. That's it. Thanks for coming, guys. Love you. Bye.
Go ahead.
Hello?